Other Lily is an animated horror short film by the creative mastermind David Romero. It's been about 8 years since this has been published, and I've been one of the hundreds that watched this when I was a kid. What seemed to be a 5-minute terror fest turned out to be one of YouTube's biggest mysteries since no one has ever attempted solving. Could it be the lack of information, the disinterest, or the bleak storytelling? I say that those takes couldn't be farther from the truth though. Join me today as we take a closer look at the tragedy of a broken mind. I've sent this video to 4 of the smartest people I know. Now you know your work is great when all 5 of us have a different theory of what's going on. Doppelgangers, creatures, spirits, split personalities, and imagery. What if I tell you it may be all the above? Gabriel, my right-hand man, has helped me study this video frame by frame to gather information, and throughout all of that, there is evidence supporting every claim. Before we jump in and unmask the face behind Other Lily, I'd like to warn you that there will be topics of serious decline of mental health. With that being said, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I'm just kidding. In the first few seconds of the animation, we see a lot. There's a baseball picture of a younger Lily hanging in frame when she sits down in the kitchen with her phone and a can of soda. That picture of Lily has a signature on top with the year 2003. With the decent colored quality, with a bit of vintage effect on the picture, I think it's safe to say that it's truly 2003 when the picture was taken. The animation was released around 2017, so that puts our main character 14 years ahead. Assuming she was in her early teen years, that means Lily has to be in her mid-late 20s in this animation. So now that we know her age, let's move on to her traits. White and ginger. Okay, moving on. Still analyzing the first few seconds, we see bottles of alcohols around her. Since this isn't the only night home alone with her little sister, we know it's Lily's. Add that to Lily grabbing a soda can near midnight and her reading her dad's important message almost 2 hours later, we see that Lily is quite irresponsible. And are we not going to talk about how every single clock in the whole frame tells a different time? No? Okay. No previous messages with her father. No unanswered texts. No emotions. Lily looks to be quite abnormal for the almost middle-aged woman. Lily walks in Beth's room to check if she's asleep. We see a lot of drawings and toys in her room. When Lily walks up, she grabs the drawing that Beth made before going to sleep. Completely at ease with the drawing of the 2 Lilies, Lily wasn't afraid of the other Lily because the other Lily is familiar to Lily, but Lily clearly looks more like Lily than the other Lily is to Lily. Yeah, that got confusing. Point is, we got a sense of familiarity between the two, and instead of being shaken, Lily acknowledges and moves on. Lily enters her room, and if we take a closer look at the pictures on the left side, we see one that says "Make a Difference." Next to that, we have a butterfly with eyes in its wings, an incomprehensible image of a woman, and some other unordinary thing. At first I thought Lily was an artist. It was my sister that caught on and corrected me, calling Lily more of a psychologist. Different perspectives, same piece. The plethora of books in her room goes to show how much she invested into the topic, possibly ex-professor. Regardless, it still stands that Lily has quite the knowledge of psychology. She lays in bed and is finally smiling. That tells me that either she had a long day, or finally feels content to be in her safe space. 3 hours pass and she gets sleep paralysis. Throughout all this, we hear a metronome seemingly overlapping as the moments get more intense. Unable to move, she sees Beth in a silhouette opening the door and running away. Opening the window, we get our first interaction of the other Lily reaching out for our main character and disappearing at the blink of an eye. Then she appears on the ceiling, scaring the absolute cartoon hell out of her, and wakes up afterwards. She gets up to get her phone, but it doesn't work. She hears a noise, grabs the bat, checks for Beth, heads downstairs, hits Other Lily. It turns into Beth to trick her, turns back into Other Lily, turns huge and overcomes her, and that's the end of that. Don't you find it kind of unusual that every time Lily is confronted by Other Lily, she's always taller and trying to dominate her, but in Beth's drawing they appear to be the same height? Yeah, remember that. We switch to Beth's perspective of waking up at the same time. The same scene we saw in Lily's perspective plays out, but we do not see Lily in the bed like we were used to. Beth hears a noise and runs downstairs to find out where her sister is. After walking into the kitchen, she gets grabbed out the window by what seems like the other Lily, and then the credits roll. Beautiful ending to a short horror story, but we are left with more questions than answers. Cliché. Now if you watch the Disney Plus series Moon Knight, you should already have an idea of what's going on here. We are diving into the night of a middle-aged woman who changed since she was young. Normal change? No. Change that made everything different for her. Which one of you said puberty? Lily walks in front of a mirror in the stairs twice and doesn't look in its way. When her phone is seemingly dead, a distorted face can be seen in the glitch, and the only picture we see of her in the entire house was her happy baseball picture. What happened to Lily? In a very dark way, all the psychology books, pictures, and teachings make sense now. There is another Lily living in her. When Other Lily came through the window, she reached out to Lily. When Lily saw Beth's disturbing drawing, she wasn't scared. When Lily used her bat, she saw other Lily and Beth morph in between each other. Lily hates herself. So of course she's going to hurt her little sister because Lily doesn't see Beth. Lily sees Lily. Whenever we take Lily's perspective, her little sister is in a dark silhouette. The paintings change. Roses are present in both of their interests and the body transforms. This may be a visual representation of a split personality. This may be a visual representation of a split personality.
Again!
This may be a visual representation of a split personality Lily may suffer from. The alcohol, the sleeping late, the distance from her family. She's dangerous, violent, ready to attack and fear. Because of her self-awareness, she's diagnosed deep into psychology for understanding and answers. If we take things too literal, we have two endings. But if we see the bigger pictures, there's two perspectives, both hurting her little sister. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this night is important is because this is when other Lily wins. The darker side of her mind has succeeded in harming and possibly killing her little sister. Perspectives are a big thing here, and we have clues all over. But the one that proved it all to me was the fourth toy on Beth's bed. When my sister said it was a chicken and I said it was a face of a headless black-eyed rabbit, I knew there are multiple stories to be told in less than 5 minutes. Is this her first murder? Is the absence of her parents Lily's fault? Who are the extra women hanging in the pictures and drawings around the house? Why did Beth not see her sister before going to bed?
But hey, that's just a theory.
Dark theory? We'll work on that. Now there's plenty more to uncover. If you'd like me to continue, or have a theory yourself, please continue to discuss with me in the comments. Thank you for your time.